Full Metal Alchemist, Steins Gate, Code Geass. These are all great shows, but most anime fans have seen or at least heard of them. In this video I'm going to focus on 3 less fortunate shows that can compete in quality with the ones previously mentioned, but for different reasons did not see the same amount of popularity as them. My name is Leo, and this is 3 underrated anime that actually are masterpieces. The first entry on the list is Chihayafuru, and I have a story of how I first found out the show. About a year ago I was looking for a new anime and decided to check out anicore.jp. Anicore is a Japanese website that has a rating function for each anime similar to the one my anime list uses. Basically, people give scores to anime and the website averages the scores from all the people and makes a top of the best rated shows. It's a good way to check out what's popular when it comes to anime. But since this is a Japanese website, it's a good indicator of what's popular among Japanese people. At the top of the list of Anicore you can see anime such as Steins Gate and Code Geass, which is to be expected. But as you scroll down, on the 8th position, there is Chihayafuru. At the time of finding this I was baffled. My thoughts were along the lines of, how can this be the 8th most popular anime in Japan and I've never even heard of it? If that's not a good enough reason for you to watch Chihayafuru, another thing to keep in mind is the animation studio that worked on it, Studio Madhouse. Madhouse is easily one of the best anime studios out there, pumping out great anime year after year. One Punch Man, Parasite, Hunter x Hunter, Death Parade, No Game No Life are just a few of the anime Madhouse worked on in recent years. Also, Chihayafuru has 2 seasons. So what's Chihayafuru all about? It is a sports anime about high school kids playing a Japanese car game with some slice of life, drama and romance elements mixed in. And at this point you may think it sounds generic, but if anything this is not your average sports anime. Chihayafuru is above the rest with a masterful written story, great character development and realism. The show is targeted toward adult viewers, which makes it more mature than a typical anime, and it really is a breath of fresh air for this genre. If you are looking for a well-written slice of life, sports anime with great characters, good plot and realistic view of the world, Chihayafuru should be your first stop. Before I get into why Bakuman is a masterpiece, I have a mini rant to make. This happens to me every single time when I tell someone in real life about this show. For some reason, everybody has heard of Bakugan and immediately thinks about that anime when I mention the name. I want to make this clear once and for all. Bakuman is not Bakugan. The latter is a show about kids throwing toy robots on top of cars or something like that, while Bakuman is about working hard toward achieving your dreams and the road one must follow in order to do that. Completely different. Before watching this anime, you may want to know that it's made by the same guys that did Death Note. Chances are you've seen Death Note, and if you liked it, you definitely should check some other works from the creators, like Bakuman. Also, this is my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, but I consider Bakuman to be a better anime than Death Note. Bakuman is a must-watch for all big anime fans out there. The reason? The main goal of our protagonist is to become a successful mangaka and to have an anime. If you ever wanted to learn how the manga industry works, how people actually become manga artists, and the little details from the tools that they use to how manga popularity is judged, this anime has it all. A big part of the series is also the romance, which constitutes as a drive for the main character to work hard. I find the romance to be unique and interesting and actually, at moments, quite funny and cute. The characters are also relatable to many of us, which is always a bonus. If you have a dream or something you wish to achieve, I strongly recommend you watch this show as it is probably the single best motivational anime out there. To end it with a quote from the main character himself, a dream isn't something that someone tells you to go for, it's something you fulfill of your own will. I want to start by saying that Shinsekai Yori is not a show for everyone. As a mystery anime, it's slow paced at the start with quite a bit of exposition. That's actually a really good thing for the genre, but if you're expecting an anime with fights and lots of action, this might not be the show for you. As this is a mystery anime, I don't want to spoil too much, but here's the basic idea behind the plot. The action takes place in the same universe as ours, but 1,000 years in the future. Despite it taking place in the future, the world portrayed is absent of any form of technology, making it seem like the story takes place in the past rather than the future. Why is the world like that and where did all the science and technology go? Those are questions you should keep in mind while watching the show. The beauty of this anime is the mystery, the world itself, and the way we learn all the details about it. We see everything through the eyes of the main character, who starts off as a young child in the first episodes and ends up as an adult by the end. By seeing the world from different angles at different ages, we construct the full image piece by piece, and this is something spectacular, something that I have yet to see done to this degree in other anime than Shinsekai Yori. Also, this show constructs some of the best villains slash anti-hero characters in all anime, and it keeps you guessing until the very last episode. Shinsekai Yori is an anime unlike any other, and one that you definitely should give a try. Many people who have seen it consider it to be one of the best anime of all time, and quite a few go as far as saying that it is in fact the best anime out there. One thing is for certain though, Shinsekai Yori is a masterpiece that deserves more attention than it currently gets. And that concludes my list for this video, but as far as underrated anime that are actually masterpieces, there are more hidden gems out there, and maybe one day I'll make a part 2 for this series, if you guys want it. That being said, let me know in the comments what you think about the 3 anime on the list, and perhaps leave suggestions that I can add onto it in the future. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really motivates me to make more videos when I see that people appreciate my work. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.